And it was 6 months ago when a drunk driver slammed into 3 other cars on Route 5. 21-year-old Carthy Johnson had a blood alcohol level of 0.32 when he crossed the center line, injuring a number of people and sending one woman to the hospital with serious injuries. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Katie Morse was in the courtroom today for his sentencing.
And Desiree, the woman who was injured in that crash, spoke before the judge today, and she says from now on she'll always define her life as before and after the crash. Emotions running high in the courtroom today. The now 22-year-old Carthy Johnson cried the entire time he was in front of a judge. Johnson quietly listened as crash victim Beth Ann Van Horn spoke out. The mother of 7 was on her way home from church that night when Johnson crashed into her car and 2 others. She was taken to the hospital with severe injuries. She spoke about the first moment she saw her husband after the crash.
I could only see him for a few moments before they took me to surgery. And I was so broken, I couldn't even hug him. To just want the comfort of your spouse's arms around you and to be too broken. I felt very alone. Every day is still a struggle, physically and emotionally, and there is no normal yet. It's simply not over.
Saying I'm sorry will never suffice for the amount of regret and remorse I wish to convey to everyone here. I want people to learn from my mistakes so that they never have to make their own. I've made the biggest mistake of my entire life, and I intend to keep it that way, the biggest mistake of my life.
Johnson was sentenced to 6 months in the Erie County Holding Center and 5 years probation. In the courtroom this morning, he said his priorities are now taking care of his 2-year-old son, and he now plans to work in drug and alcohol counseling once he's out of jail, hoping that his story will stop others from making the same mistake. Katie Morse, 7 Eyewitness News.